Hello, it's Scan Spectacle. I'm here with another match with my Eldrazi Poultice combo deck. And yes, I would like to go first. Okay, this hand, I've got 2 combo pieces and a bunch of lands. That is a mulligan. Okay, this hand, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 combo pieces, even multiple copies of some of them, but no lands. So I'd have to draw 3 specific cards to go off, which it means this is also a mulligan. And this is also a mulligan. I think I have to keep this one here. Let's see, welding jar. I do want to draw that, so I'll leave that on top. I'll lead on Swiftwater Cliffs, since I don't want to shuffle. Pass the turn. Seed of the Synod. Okay, so I think this is probably Affinity. So I'll play Evolving Wilds. Crack it for an island. Pass the turn. Opponent brainstorms. Okay. I don't think there's another deck that plays Seed of the Synod besides Affinity. Okay, Evolving Wilds. Sure. This could be a brew. Okay, Seed of the Synod, Forest. This is interesting. Alright, Golem Foundry actually isn't a bad draw. Now I just need to draw a one of my tap creatures. So I'm just going to go ahead and play out Golem Foundry and pass the turn. Hopefully I draw something like Jace's Erasure. Whenever you draw a card, you may have target player put the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Ugh. So this is a mill deck. So so I guess this is basically Sphinx's tutelage, except for not as good, but also legal in Pauper. I'm going to cycle this Forgotten Cave. Find another land. Guess there's no real reason to hold this. So play Mountain. Pass the turn. I'll always yield. Mill to Spellfist. Not too worried about that. As long as I don't mill my a nettle drone or a battered golem, I'm fine. Okay, there's battered golem. So I'll go ahead and play that out. Always yes, always yield. Opponent has what, a counterspell? Arcane Denial. Oh, well, that's annoying. Okay, hopefully in the 2 cards I draw, I find a nettle drone or a battered golem. Oh, hey, that's 3 mill triggers. How about that? That's annoying. Surprisingly, I don't mill one of my... I don't mill... Sorry, I don't mill a battered golem. Okay, so I still haven't milled a battered golem or a nettle drone, so that's a good sign. Yes, I would like to draw 2 cards. Well, none of those were... Okay, hey. Still haven't hit a nettle drone or battered golem. This was the only one I've seen so far. So that's a... So far, that's a good sign. Hey, there we go. So I'll go ahead and play Nettle Drone and hope my opponent doesn't have a counterspell. Come on, let it resolve. No! Accumulated knowledge. Draw a card, then draw cards equal to... Okay. So he's going to draw a card. He's going to mill me 1. That does not matter at all. It resolves! Yes! So I get to win next turn. Words of wisdom. Draw 2 cards, and each other player draws a card. So he's going to mill me twice. It's fine. I wonder what is the greens for. Now at this point, I've milled. If he paid attention to what I've milled, he can probably tell what the combo is. Quiet Disrepair. Interesting. It's interesting that he didn't put that on my Golem Foundry. But I guess even if he did, he wouldn't have enough time to... I'd still combo off and kill him. As long as I survive long enough to untap with my army of golems. Alright. So why not play out Kozilek Sentinel? So if I need to, I can if he somehow wipes out my golems, like if he has something like main deck Echoing Truth, so I'm gonna bounce this Jace's Erasure because it's really annoying. Then always yield. Bounce the Welding Jar. Cast Welding Jar. Make a golem. Bounce the Welding Jar. Let's see, is our opponent going to make us go through the motions? Okay, they F6'd. So I'll cast it again. Bounce it again. Cast it again. Make another golem. Bounce it again. Cast it again. Bounce it again. Cast it again. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here. Okay, so I now have 27 power worth of golems, so I think I'm good to pass the turn here. So I think I might as well just bounce this Quiet Disrepair and F6, because my opponent hasn't got to do anything for a while. See if they have an Echoing Truth or something similar. Well, they haven't played anything yet. Wonder if they have a way to stay alive here. Cleanup step. Our opponent's discarding Quiet Disrepair. Alright, we drew another Retraction Helix. So let's just try and swing for the win here. And if not, then I can go off again next turn. And is this Tangle? Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Each attacking creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Oh, well, that's rather rude. Alright. Well, looks like he bought himself 2 turns. Let's see if he can mill me out. Jace's Erasure? Sure. Does he have another one? Uh-huh. Alright, we draw another Vanishing Knack. Sure. I guess I'll just pass here. See if the opponent can turbo mill us out before I untap. Okay, so he's going to draw a bunch of cards, or draw 2 cards. Let's always yield. Always yield. Brainstorm, sure. More milling. So I'm going to mill 6 here. Yeah, Sphinx's tutelage was legal in Pauper. I think my library would be empty. Alright. Okay, so that was all my end step. So does he have... Let's see how much more draw he has. Can he draw 9 more cards? Doesn't look like it. Well, let's go ahead and just move to combat. Do you draw another fog? Yes, he did, it looks like. Moments. Oh, there was the Moments piece from the graveyard. Yep, okay. So he's got a fog. Oh! This is Turbo Fog. This is just a Pauper Turbo Fog deck. Well, I'm going to play out this second Kozilek Sentinel. Okay, so there's 4 cards. And I drew a card, so I'm going to be down to 12 cards in my library. I think this one looks like it's going to be really close. Reclaim, accumulated knowledge. Okay, so I think he just draws. Okay, so now I'm down to 10. With accumulated knowledge, I'd be down to 6. If he has another fog, I think I'm just dead. How many, did I mill both of my dispels? I did, so I don't have a way to stop a fog. Play mountain. Oh, I'm just gonna go for it here. Do you have another Moment's piece? Alright. Let's attack with everything. And another fog. Yeah, that's game. I can't win. Alright. Game 2. So I'm up against a Turbo Fog deck, which means I want all my counter magic. This is one instance where Dispel is definitely better than Spell Pierce, because he's likely to have a lot of mana up. So since I'm going to be on the play, probably don't need these preordains as much, so I'll just cut a couple preordains. And yeah. Oh, and our opponent scoops. So, oh, that was a pretty good game. Our opponent seems really nice. So yeah, this has been Cannon Spectacle with Pauper Eldrazi Poultice. I'll see you guys in the next video.